In this video, we are going to go over the bulk AI content tool. So this is where you can generate bulk content using the AI tool. You can go to create over here on the side and click on bulk to go to the bulk creation area. Or if you go click on bulk jobs CSV, you'll see all your previous jobs you've run here. And you can click on new bulk generation to come on over here to generate new bulk content. So what is bulk content and why or when would we use it? So for example, things like the blog posts and GBP posts, we might have a content plan where we're publishing, say, every week or every month or every so many days. And in that case, we might want just a long list of ideas and generate those one by one. But sometimes we just want a ton of content, whether we want to create a bunch of press releases that are about the same news and are unique, or if we want to, say, generate a bunch of business descriptions to create a bunch of citations, or maybe we simply want to create a bunch of Facebook and Twitter posts of various kinds, but using the same content. So let's start off by just taking a look at the bulk creation area. At the top here, you're going to see the information about the templates and the different types of content that can be generated. So in this section, you can create any type of content that is available in the content tool, as well as any custom templates that you've already built out. And the way this works is you'll see the type of content here. There's an ID for the content, and then there's different required fields that you need to generate the content. If I go back over to one of our locations and open up one of these content form or one of these types of content, like the product description, you'll see it has the product and the features. These are both the fields that you will need in your bulk upload, as well as the ID for this and the client location. Okay, so let's go ahead and start generating some bulk content for some businesses that we want to build some citations for today. Maybe we need 10 business descriptions for one that we're building and 5 business descriptions for another. So if we look at our view content right here, well, first of all, we are going to need to create a CSV sheet, and we need these two content IDs in here, content type ID and location ID. So the content type ID and location ID are the two main things that every single template will definitely need. Some of them may have other fields that you can use if you've created custom templates, which we'll go over in a bit. But essentially, this is going to tell the system what type of content template you're using, whether it's one that's pre-built into the system or a custom one. And then this will tell them what location to generate that for. So now if we go to view content types and we go down to, we were looking for citation descriptions, here is the ID for the citation descriptions, and you'll see that it doesn't have any other variables for this template because it's just using the client information we've already entered in. So for the content type here, we're going to put this, and we're going to copy this down 11 spots. If you click and drag from this here in Google Sheets, you need to make sure you hold control. If you don't hold control, it's going to number them like that possibly, and it'll screw the whole thing up. So make sure you have the correct content type ID in all of your spots here. And then we need to go find the location. So if we navigate over to our locations, I'll go to Mr. Plumber. The URL at the top here will have the location ID. So this long number right after locations, if we take that number and throw that into the location ID section here, and again, we can copy this down. And this is the first two columns of the sheet. And let's actually, like I said, create 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 more. And let's go grab another location. Let's say Omni Digital. Right at the end of the locations URL here, we have the ID, and we'll go and drop that one in here and copy these down as well. So we have the templates here, 15 different ones being generated with the content type ID for the for the citation descriptions that we want generated, and then these are 10 for the first location, 5 for the second location. So if we click File, Download, you want to download this as a comma separated values CSV. Save that to your desktop, documents, wherever you can easily find it. And now if we go back over to the bulk content tool and choose the file we just created, number 3 was the one I just downloaded. If I click upload and generate, it should start generating the citations. And this might take a little bit depending on how much content you've uploaded. GPT-4 is pretty quick, but sometimes it can take a little bit longer. So let's just give it a minute. And while it's running, if we come back over to the bulk job CSV, again, you'll be able to see the previous jobs that we've run over here, and we can click on the ID to see what is happening. This is the one we're running now, and you see it's still running. So once that finishes updating, you'll see it's already got 2 of the citations done. It will let us view these, and so this one should be the first one. It's for Mr. Plumber. Here's our first description, and it's doing the second one, and it'll continue to go down here. We're going to let it finish and just jump through a few more and then take a look at some more examples of using the bulk content tool. All right, so it's just about to finish up the last description here. You'll see if I go to the bulk jobs, articles is 14. I'm sure this will finish up the last one. There it goes. So articles 15. Articles is just the content piece. So in this case, it's 15 descriptions, business descriptions. We got 10 of them for the plumber and 5 of them for our marketing agency. And you'll see at the bottom, the last 5, we have Omni Digital, has all the information. We can go back if we look at one of the top ones. Oh, is that one done? Yeah, that one's still pending. Should be displayed shortly. Here's another one. This one's now for the plumber. Again, the first one's for the plumber. And this is just a quick example of using the pre-built citation generation tool within the AI content tool. But we can use the bulk content tool for any of the types of content that we want, including our custom content types. So if you watched the previous training, we made some custom content types. We made a Facebook post, so if we wanted to generate 50 Facebook posts, we could do that. We also made this one for review social media posts, where we had come in here and we created some custom variables for the review left by a client. And that what this does is, if you go back and watch that, but essentially it generates a Facebook post or Google post or a post that you can publish somewhere that's talking about a review that a client left you. And in this case, what we would normally do is write this post and then share it on Facebook or Google or wherever with a snapshot of the review. So it can create some quality content, include some information about the business and services and so on. And so essentially it has these 2 custom variables, the service that was provided and then the review from the customer. So again, if we go over to our locations and let's go to Mr. Plumber again, and we'll scroll down, click on show for these content templates. If I click on use review social media posts, you'll see there's a place for the service and for the content here. So if you just had one review and wanted to go through and do this, you could. But for this example, I'm going to use just a random Google My Business that I found that we can take a look at here. So as Mr. Roto-Rooter plumber in my area. And so, for example, great experience, urgent leak. So I'm just going to throw this in here and then put emergency service. And so this is generally how we would generate one of these general posts. But as you see, we got a lot of reviews here. Some of these list the services and things like that, but we'll go through now. So here we got our post. And so fast, so it's talking about being fast. We got a glowing recommendation, 10 out of 10 recommendation, which it says in the review, prompt repairs, all the things. And again, we can take this snapshot, but say we just got this client. We want to really promote the quality service that we've done, and we want to create a bunch of these posts. So looking back over at the bulk content generation, I can pull up my spreadsheet back over here, and let's start off by looking at the content types. If you scroll down to the bottom, you'll find all your custom content types. I'm just going to search for review. So customer review Facebook post. First, we have the ID right here. So let's go ahead and jump on back over to our sheet. Let's erase these. So first we'll get the ID. And then we have these custom variables. So service single, review content list. So service single is going to go here because we need the location ID still. And the review single can go right here. I don't believe we actually need the single in the list, just the actual ID. So we'll see. We'll find out. Okay, and then our location ID. So we need the service and the review. Let's go back to our location and grab our location ID from Mr. Plumber. Copy that. And now we can jump back over here. And now let's pull up our sample review, or our sample business, I guess you could say, and put some of these in here. So let's go. So there we go, service and review content. So we'll skip that one because we already did this. Again, we have some company names in here, but whatever. It's just for example, right? Example purposes. Helpful. So it doesn't say the exact. Let's copy the positive reviews and stuff too. It doesn't say the exact service, so general plumbing. Come back over here. We'll do service is drain cleaning. And let's copy this review. And then let's do more drain cleaning and this review. And we got water heater installation, a review here. And let's do this one here. We got a few different services on this one. We'll throw that one in there. Obviously, this would have our brand in the review, not Roto-Rooter. So our outputs might be a little weird because we have brand names of another brand in there. So now we want to copy this down so we get five of the different posts and the location 5 times. We'll call this review posts. And now we file and download comma separated CSV. Save it somewhere we could find it. And now let's jump back over to our bulk tool, new bulk generation. And now we can generate those 5 posts that incorporate those reviews. Click and generate and see what we get here. So it looks like we got the first one. Extraordinary experience, one of our valued customers at Mr. Plumber. So again, we copied from another GMB. So the branding got a little bit screwed up. You can see prides herself. Quick shout out to Sean. So it mentioned the person in the review. If we go back, we might have some more. Nope, still going. So we'll give it a minute. And more importantly, see how we incorporated like the multiple service. I think that might have been this one here. High quality services, dedicated replacing water heaters. So you see this is for the hot water heater one. And some other examples of this is if you just want to generate regular Facebook posts or Google My Business posts. But say like right out the gate, you bring on a client and you want to generate Google My Business posts, but you want to create a custom template that allows you to insert the service you want the post to be centered around. So for example, if I go over to content types, this Facebook post here, if you go back and watch the custom templates, but what I could do is this has phone number, website, description, industry. I can make a custom service variable here and then go back and edit my example here so that it includes the service, and then add on to here, make sure that it includes information about service, or make sure the post is centered around service. Copy this here. And this is this is the example one I made. So this is just on my personal platform. Let's take a look. And so is this the tech legal challenges? Okay. So we'll just say around legal services. And we can go and edit this output if we maybe want to make it more centered around this and written in a certain way. That's where the strategy and everything comes in, to setting up these templates to be effective. But now, for example, if we go over to locations and I open up Mr. Plumber, and I'm going to scroll down to my custom templates and do Facebook post. And then for this, let's specifically do hot water heater replacement. So this should actually generate this more about hot water heater replacement as a service in relation to our company now, as opposed to just a general description like when we generate the citation descriptions, or if we're just creating a standard Facebook or Google My Business post based off the company information. And so the value here in combination with the bulk content tool is if we were to open up our spreadsheet again, and instead of having this here, so like we'd have the other variables, but now we can literally just create a post about all of these. So toilet repair, sewer cleaning, sewer repair, like that. And we are going to need website and phone. Again, just going to fill this in with the general information. So let's go back over to the content tool. So here we see our post. So is this the one? Yeah, this is the one we just generated. Includes the website, phone number, promotional material. So yeah, let's go over to now. If we go to the bulk form content though, and we look at that specific content type, find my Facebook posts. There it is, Facebook post. So we got phone, single, website, single, and service, single, right? And then we have this is our ID. So if we go back over to our sheet and we put that ID here for the content type, because we're going to use that instead of the description, we got phone, website, and then the specific services. Let's do service post, file, download, CSV. Let's save that. And now we can jump back over here, choose our file, service posts, and upload and create. And now it's going to create a bunch, 5 of these service posts, 5 or 6, however many it was, one for each service, using our custom template and making sure it has the company phone number and website in there. That's already included actually in our company data now too. So, but you can put anything you want in there as custom data. If there's not just a service, but maybe problem agitated solution that you want to put in there in relation to the service, and so on. And again, so a lot of different options, where a lot of different situations where you will need bulk content. You're going to need to generate a bunch of posts, and it's not necessarily for a content plan or an ongoing content strategy. If you figure out those exact pieces of content, we already have citation descriptions, we have Facebook posts, We can put some more templates in there, but if you create any custom templates you need, you can use every single one of them with the bulk content tool. You just have to go look at the content types and make sure that you have any custom variables in there. So that's it for the bulk content tool. I'm sure we will have more updates as well, so stay tuned. Let us know if you have any questions, and we'll see you in the next training.